Yeah, they have a guest.
Okay.
They have a guest sign in.
So it's not really a job yet.
Let's see, where are we at? 21, 20.
Catherine, I just have one little location question.
Sure.
My precinct meets at a place that's got campus.
Yes.
There's a campus, and so far I've not seen anything.
You're at Whatcom?
Yes.
Oh, okay. It's going to be in Syrie.
Oh, okay.
So you'll be in Syrie, so that'll be the big building. And then you're going to have the 2 turnaround rooms. Are you familiar with that? At Syrie, they have some seating in the back that's kind of elevated. Those rooms actually turn around. So those rooms will then be turned by the janitor around. So then there will be sub-caucus, they will become sub-caucus rooms, as well as a room down the hall from Syrie that will be divided into 2 as well. So then you'll have that.
I want to turn table.
Okay, this is the sheet we talked about. This is the registration sheet. When you print this sheet off, you have to do the presidential preference as sign-in. Or sign-in at the time, but, you know, that's because it's illegal. It doesn't print you can't type that in. You have to sign it.
When you go online, they will ask you that question. Do you have a preference?
Yeah.
Show up on the sheet. You're asked that question.
Right.
Who is your preference?
So, one of the reasons that we want to encourage people, it's going to save time. We're not going to have a backlog of people signing in. But the other thing is, the country, the whole country, the Democratic Party has something that's called Vote Builder. And that is a database for voters that our candidates can use. I think you heard the controversy about Bernie Sanders.
Not getting allowed.
Right, yeah. So that's what that is talking about. Vote Builder is that database that has all these names that are really important to us for campaigns. So when you fill this form online, it goes directly into the Vote Builder database, which means we don't have to enter every single form after the caucus when we have 12,000 people into that database. So we want as many people as we can to use that online form. But this is what the form will be. Are there any questions about this form? Yeah?
The online form that people fill out, they still need to print that off and for
Yes. They still need to print it off, yes. But if you know, and you can tell people they can come to the office and we can help them and print the form off for them if they need it.
The library will do it.
And the library will do it, yes.
Maybe I misunderstood, but when you fill this out online, it asks for your presidential preference?
But it doesn't print it.
Right,
Because you have to sign it.
remember
Right.
being asked?
I don't remember that either.
I might just get it this evening.
Okay.
It was asked.
Okay. Yeah.
I could be wrong, so correct me, but I'm pretty sure that if you enter a presidential preference, that campaign team will have access to that via Vote Builder, and then they'll contact you and ask you if you want to volunteer, or like
They actually ask you that online now. So
Yeah.
you make your preference check, are you willing to work as a volunteer?
Yes.
Okay, so when you fill out the sheet and bring it in, you're going to handwrite in, since it didn't,
Yes.
who your preference was at sign in.
Yes.
If it doesn't change, who's going to write on this thing?
There's nothing put unless it changed
Okay.
for the
And then who's
final.
going to write at the bottom, because it goes, do not complete this section for caucus use only, final preference. Who's going to?
Secretary.
Secretary.
The secretary's going to handwrite it in there?
Yes.
Do you have to?
What's
I mean,
our
if it's already up
PCS
there.
Well, this is just, it's for assistance to, but the secretary will fill this out, or the caucus leader will. You just have to decide between you.
But
There's
how-
no official person that's been designated.
But how do you know what we won't know what delegate they chose. I don't
Sure.
understand.
Yeah, you'll know if they're a delegate or
No,
not.
they're a delegate. Are they, it means,
Are they a
You know,
delegate? Are they a delegate or are they an alternate? Yeah, Scott.
So the choice at the bottom of the page has to be initialed. Didn't you say something? That any changes in preference need to be initialed by a person in the
Yeah, but
second,
that's at the top.
in the second tally?
Yeah, it's at
So
the
would that
top.
apply to this bottom thing as well?
No,
Okay,
it's just for the top portion,
all right.
where the secretary's gonna find your sheet and you've decided you're gonna change, you're gonna write in your second preference and initial it.
We would, yeah, the person will
The
write.
person will do that, yes, not the secretary, the person will do it themselves.
I'm way behind, but
I'm
this
sorry.
sparked my memory. It has alternate number in the lower right-hand corner. Alternates are ordered by the number of votes they get.
Yes, so it would be first, second, or third, or fourth alternate, yeah. And that becomes really important as you move down the line, when you get to the state and the national.
You probably need to get that, you being, not you personally, but the office needs to get that information out as to who's really responsible for that section.
Okay, I'll make sure that gets in the packet of information, because it keeps getting revised as we go along. Yes, Reese?
A lot of us only have donor lists for our precincts, you know, so we could figure out how to get our tally people, et cetera.
Yeah.
Is there, what's the best way to get a large, the actual list of our precinct? I mean, is it,
Oh, they can run that for you at the office.
is that how you do it, just with the
Of
office?
the Democratic voters?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I just suggest to everybody to get that. It's like, really helps you to have as big a list as possible.
It's like a walk list, right?
Mm-hmm. Without, yeah.
And then
I was just going to suggest that the PCOs would take that list and make a postcard or a letter that would ask them to do this online. And that paperwork would be on both builders automatically.
Yeah, that would
be really helpful.
expedient.
Not only that, but it'd be